5 o'clock in the morning.
I want to sleep. Oh my god, it's 5 o'clock! Welcome to 5 o'clock in the morning news, the most obvious name in news. I am Gavril, your news anchor for today. A lot has been going on in Russia recently. Things ranging from problems to revolutions are becoming much more frequent. There has been news for yet another Russian revolution going on at this moment. A group of people, mainly women, but there are also soldiers participating, good men, have been marching in St. Petersburg. Let's take a look at what havoc is going on in that city. We are moving to Sasha, who is in the scene at this moment. Sasha, what is going on over there?
Thank you, Gabriel. Right now, there's a mob of people outside St. Petersburg, where the Tsar lives. They are peaceful right now. Who knows when it'll become like Bloody Sunday, when the guards started attacking the protesters. Right now, I will interview this woman about why she has decided to march.
We want bread. We want peace.
Why do you think you need to protest to make your demands known?
We're marching to the Tsar's home to let him know our feelings and demands of peace and bread. People around me are dying every day, and we cannot take this any longer.
Do you think the Tsar will fulfill your demands?
He is our leader, and he needs to take care of our country and everybody living in it. I mean, this country is massive, and the chaos going on right now is not acceptable.
So you think that the Tsar must be able to fulfill all of our wishes. But what happens if he does not?
If he cannot even fulfill our demands, he is not fit to be a leader.
Thank you for your opinion on this matter. Back to you, Gabriel.
Dang, these people are losing so much trust in the Tsar. I definitely believe that this movement will make a huge impact on our country and the way it is run. Will it turn into a revolution? Who knows? But this moment will certainly be remembered for the future. Your trusted news will be back after this commercial.
It's 5 o'clock in the morning.
Who serves the people? Who makes the right decisions for this country? Who is the right leader? Well, of course, ladies and gentlemen, it's the great Tsar Nicholas. Everyone needs to appreciate his work for the country, so support him and help him continue to be a strong leader.
It's 5 o'clock in the morning.
Welcome back to 5 o'clock in the morning news. The provisional government stated that something was going to happen today. Let's go to Xenia, where she is in front of the provisional government office.
Nothing has been going on lately. Wait, I just received some news from the local news station. Tsar Nicholas II has been abdicated. It seems like both the Women's March and the Bloody Sunday has taken their toll on the government. And due to the people's will, the Tsar has decided to leave Russia. Let's go back to Sasha on what she found out from the Tsar.
Thank you, Xenia. Right now, I'm on the steps of the palace with our Tsar, Nicholas II. Your Majesty, why have you decided to abdicate?
I believe it will be the best for the people if I leave because everyone just seems to hate me. But I still do not think that the government which is going to come up right now will be successful.
But what will happen after you are gone? Who will run our government?
I really have no clue. I think that the people will not be able to perform their own forms of government because they already don't seem to like my generous actions.
Thank you, Your Majesty. As you can see, today marks an important day in history, as we will begin the starting of a new government. Who will rule after him, and what will happen to our country? Back to you.
Well, meanwhile, the provisional government has taken control of Russia. For some reason, this feels like another French Revolution, except it's in Russia. I wonder what else is going to happen now. Xenia is here to interview a member of the government.
Thanks, Gabriel. The provisional government has decided to keep Russia in the war. Mr. Shubinstock, why do you believe we should stay in the war? Have you lost so many men?
We believe it is best interest for our country to stay in the war because exiting the war right now would be too radical for our country. And no more questions for now. I have a government run.
Well, it looks like he has some work to do. Maybe even try to recruit some more soldiers, even though we are still officially in the war. The majority of the country does not agree with the provisional government's decision. This may prove to be a bad decision later, as this will cause people to have less support for the government.
Well, that sounds ominous for the fate of our nation. After all, how can the government make decisions without the people's approval? If this keeps going on, maybe the people will just become slaves of the Russian government, ruining the idea of equality amongst the citizens. We will be back again after a short break.
It's 5 o'clock in the morning.
Who serves the people? Who makes the right decisions for the country? Who is the right leader? The provisional government. Everyone needs to appreciate their work for the country, so support them and help them continue to be the driving force for the country.
It's 5 o'clock in the morning.
Now we're back to the most trusted name in news. We are just talking about how the provisional government may not be helpful to the people of Russia. Xenia, what about the Soviets? How have they reacted to this?
The Soviets are a group of workers and military officials who have decided to come together and discuss revolutionary ideas for the better future of Russia. This is a video of an earlier interview we took right after the provisional government decided to keep Russia in the war. I am with the Soviets today who are discussing revolutionary ideas. Why are you meeting today?
Well, as a Soviet, we believe that the future of Russia completely falls in our hand. So we have to ensure that the future of Russia is a bright one. And we have come up with a few problems that we believe that has to be discussed and fixed right away. Our first form of information is that we do not agree with the decisions of the provisional government that they want to stay in the war. Due to this, many people are dying, and inflation is another main cause in Russia right now. And as we know, there are millions and millions of citizens in Russia, and due to this war and the prices of food, they are starving to death.
How do you plan to solve these problems?
Well, that's right. We think the only way to resolve these problems is to start a revolution and a completely new form of government based on the idea of communism. Until then, we will start meeting more often to discuss how we will make this future a reality.
Thank you so much for talking with us.
Thanks, Xenia, for that very pleasing video. It would have been better if it were live, but who cares? Well, that's all the news that we have for today. It certainly has been an eventful day. The Women's March has set off a chain of unstoppable events, leading to the abdication of the czar and the creation of a whole new government. No one knows exactly what is happening in the government now. However, how long can this government last? And how long will it be until the Soviets take action? You will only find out if you keep watching Russia's top news broadcast. Until tomorrow, I'm Gavril, and this has been 5 o'clock in the morning news.